The 50th anniversary of the Magic Kingdom will be here before you know it, officially October 1st, 2021, for an 18-month celebration. It is going to be magical unlike any other time at Walt Disney World, and in today's video, we're going over everything that we know confirmed by Disney happening for the 50th and a few of my predictions and thoughts about what we're going to see coming soon. The Walt Disney Company loves anniversaries. We saw that at the Disneyland 60th anniversary, a celebration of diamond proportion. It was amazing, and I'm sure we're going to see equal levels of magic at the Magic Kingdom and all around Walt Disney World to celebrate 50 years. There is no doubt that Disney has been preparing for this celebration for years, but no one could have predicted that we'd all be wearing masks in the park during that time. So there is no question in my mind that some of the plans that they had likely have either been postponed or won't be happening or have changed slightly. So let's go over what we know confirmed and some things which I think we can expect. For the 50th anniversary, Disney has already shared a sneak peek of what some of the different parks are going to look like, especially at night. They're going to have special projections and lights. Cinderella Castle, where it all started 50 years ago, is going to be adorned in gold. We saw that paint job from just a few months ago. It looks so good, but Disney's continuing to add to it right now. We've actually seen some of the pieces of the 50th anniversary decoration go up on the castle as of now. As you walk up to Cinderella Castle, you can get a sneak preview of what's coming soon. Over the next few months, Disney's going to be installing very special decorations around the castle to really make it festive for the 50th. There's that first piece of the 50th anniversary decor right there on the castle. You can see it's almost like attached to the rocks there, and it actually says 50 on those little, I'm gonna call them buttons that hold up the curtain there on the castle. The emerald in the middle. This is just one of the pieces of decoration that are coming soon to Cinderella Castle. They're going up on the castle slowly but surely, but here's the other side of the castle. You can see there's one here as well. They're getting ready. You can see there's a lot of gold to that decoration. Ready for a year's worth of fun, and a little bit more than a year, because that celebration goes on for a long period of time to celebrate the 50th anniversary of this very special place. These special decorations around the castle are just the beginning. Over the next several months, we're going to see Disney continue to add to these very special decorations, and it's not just going to be on the castle, but that's really the focus of where the celebration is taking place from what we know right now. Disney also shared a little video of what it's going to look like at night with the pixie dust all around it and that big 50 right over the entryway as you walk under Cinderella Castle. Besides this sprinkle of pixie dust and some decorations around the castle, we haven't been given that many other details. However, Disney has already started construction on some of the things that have yet to be announced. One of those changes that we haven't heard anything about, but we've already seen take place, is that stage in front of Cinderella Castle. This stage has been around for a long time, and before the parks were shut down, it was used daily for the welcome show and other shows throughout the day. And during the holiday parties and Halloween parties, there's a special stage show as well. For years, the Cinderella Castle stage has been the same, but now you can see there's a lot of construction happening right in front. They're definitely building something for the future. Some future show? We don't know. Only the 50th anniversary will tell us. You can see they've got signs here now to just remind us that things are going to be changing soon and to harden their pixie dust as they get ready for the future. I have no doubt in my mind that there will be a stage of the future, perhaps some interactive stage that changes for a very special show coming to the Magic Kingdom. I think there's very little doubt that we will see some kind of show come to the Magic Kingdom, but that stage makes us all question what is going there. If you look at the concept art from Disney, it looks like a flat surface. It does not look like there's any, large showpieces there, but keep in mind, this is concept art, and Disney has a tendency to keep some of those spoilers out of the concept art. They're thinking ahead. They know the timelines, right? So they know not to put that in until the time is right. Wouldn't surprise me if we saw future concept art with some kind of future stage there. Now let's head over to Epcot and take a look at some of those changes which are already complete or just about there in front of Spaceship Earth. The entrance to Epcot is just about ready for us. The flags are up in the sky. You can see Spaceship Earth as clear as day, and the fountain is ready for us as well. It's a great feeling, and the music has also changed here at the entrance of Epcot. Those flags up front look incredible, they truly do, but what's really exciting for me is to consider how Spaceship Earth is going to sparkle at night. For years we've seen that standard color on Spaceship Earth at night. To me that does not get old, kind of the purples and the pinks and the blues. It's so fantastic, but now Disney's going to change that up for the 50th anniversary. The update, in my opinion, looks incredible. Now this is just concept art, so we cannot confirm that this is, okay, it's gonna look just like this, but we get an idea. It's basically looking like it's 3D mapped sparkles on Spaceship Earth, like the joints between those triangles, it's kind of a rough way to say it, but you get the idea, are shimmering and shining and pixie dust throughout, kind of a futuristic feel to the whole thing. Almost looks like Spaceship Earth is in a giant net of magic. One of the big questions that I was thinking of as I was looking at this, is this going to be a permanent change at Epcot? My gut says no. I don't think that it will, simply because Disney likes to have like limited edition things. You can only see Spaceship Earth covered in this net of magic during the 50th, but that being said, it might look so good, maybe they'll keep it. I doubt it, but it's a possibility. It's true, this is not Epcot's 50th anniversary, but given the crowds that we will no doubt see during the 50th anniversary of Magic Kingdom, Disney wants to get as many of these things ready as possible for guests to enjoy. The shops and different areas all around Epcot that are currently under construction are going to be making progress very quickly. We've actually seen that already at Mouse Gear. They have been coming along so fast. I think they want to have as many walls down as possible in time for October 1st, 2021. Now there are a lot of other question marks all around Epcot, but Disney officially announced that Remy's Ratatouille Adventure will be opening October 1st, 2021. Now when we first heard this announcement of Remy's Ratatouille Adventure opening October 1st, 2021, many of us were super excited, but then after that feeling of excitement you say to yourself, oh my gosh, October 1st, they're waiting that amount of time to open Remy's Ratatouille Adventure. Yes, they are, and I believe they're doing it for two reasons. First and foremost, I think they're going to try and wait for maybe some of those social distancing requirements to go away, maybe mask requirements to possibly go away. I'm not a scientist, I don't know. But perhaps at that point there'll be more ability to bring guests into the parks. Maybe the percentage of guests who can fill the park will go up a little bit. Instead of 35, 50%, whatever it is now, they can increase that, right? So that's just a thought, that's number one. Second, you have to think about Magic Kingdom. Even during normal times where they could fill capacity to 100%, there are going to be so many guests here to celebrate the magical adventure that is going to be Magic Kingdom's 50th anniversary. On that day, they need a way to bring guests to other parks, right? And this is a big motivating factor. A lot of guests say, oh my gosh, opening of an attraction, let's go over there. We already saw this thought process work because on that day, the day the announcement happened, many of those spots for park reservations at Magic Kingdom actually opened up. Not that many, but a couple here and there. There are no more at the time of filming. Just want to kind of restate that. They're all gone at this point, but several guests clearly were thinking, okay, opening of a new attraction. So it comes down to what you want to choose. I have a lot of other thoughts about Epcot, but let's continue going through the things we know right now, then we'll get back to some of my predictions. Now hopping over to Hollywood Studios, imagine the glitz and glamour of the 50th anniversary covering the Tower of Terror. That's what Disney is bringing at night to the tower. I'm looking forward to seeing it. Imagine those holiday projections on the Tower of Terror, but for the 50th anniversary, all coated in gold. At Animal Kingdom, we can see those projections on the Tree of Life as Disney calls forth the power of nature to celebrate the 50th anniversary. Looks very similar to what we usually see at night at Animal Kingdom, but I'm sure Disney's going to add some 50th anniversary touches in there, maybe golden fireflies. In addition, Disney confirmed the celebration would be going on for not 12 months, but 18 months, a year and a half of celebration for the 50th anniversary. This gives guests more opportunities to come and visit during this very special occasion. Disney also showcased something I am super excited about, Mickey and Minnie's brand new 50th anniversary celebration attire. Take a look, here's Mickey and Minnie for their 50th anniversary. You can see they've got the blue outfits on. Let's take a look at Mickey first. You can see his bow tie's got gold and blue there. He's got a vest and then a jacket on top. Kind of the gold around the cuffs. Love that, going all the way down. He's got a 50th anniversary pin. I have a feeling we'll probably be able to purchase something similar. Looking forward to that. The blue pants and then the gold shoes. Now that looks sharp. Taking a look at Minnie, she's got an amazing gold bow. Take a look at that one. Looks fantastic. Going down, you can see her great dress matches Mickey, and then moving down, you can see her dress has more of like the layered blue, kind of a lighter blue, turquoise color in there. Love that. And her shoes also gold. They match perfectly, and I know they're looking forward to seeing us just as much as we're looking forward to seeing them. At the time of filming, we don't know about any of the other characters like the rest of the Fab Five and whether or not they're going to get some very special 50th anniversary attire as well. My guess is yes, but nothing confirmed. That's what's been confirmed so far, but there are a lot of other things we're starting to hear rumors about that may be happening for the 50th anniversary. Let's run through them. Let's go back to Epcot and consider Space 220. Space 220 was actually supposed to open in 2019. It's been delayed by a bit. They had a construction issue, I believe. One of the screens cracked when they were trying to install it, so instead they actually had to kind of keep it on pause for a while, set it up, make sure it's set to go, and then we had March 2020 happen and everything closed down, right? So we couldn't go and experience it, and Disney didn't get a chance to finish it. So now they're continuing to work on it, and from the last time I was there, they have these kind of bags, so kind of like a cover over the signs for Space 220, and they're kind of keeping it just like that. My prediction at this time is that Space 220 will open October 1st, 2021 or just before. The reason for that, don't forget, Remy opens October 1st, so maybe having those two things open on the same day will just cause a total mess. We don't know, right? Disney may actually say, you know what, that's a good thing, so not everyone's by France. Some people are in Future World as well. Perhaps that's actually part of the plan, but I do believe at the time of filming, and it's kind of considered a bit of a Disney myth right now because it's been so long since we heard anything about it, but I believe Space 220 will open this year. October 2021 is my prediction. Right next to Space 220, we've got the Play Pavilion. At the time of filming, we haven't heard a word about what's happening there. I do not believe that will be open in time for the anniversary or in 2021, but I do believe it will be coming soon. Hopefully by 2022, but we'll wait and see. Now, the question of Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind comes to our minds a lot these days, considering that, you know, a lot of construction's happening fast. There have been a lot of comments, a lot of thoughts about what it may look like in time for October to maybe a few months after the 50th anniversary. Probably in 2022, we'll see that attraction open. In Epcot, we've got more to go in terms of Guardians of the Galaxy, but you've got a few months before the 50th anniversary, and you want to try and bring guests from Magic Kingdom to Epcot to space everyone out. Wouldn't it make sense to open Guardians in time for the 50th anniversary? For some time, we've been hearing predictions about Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind, and I haven't made too many predictions about the opening because there are so many unknowns. We've heard from some news outlets saying that it would be February 2021, others said March, perhaps the summer, late fall 2021 or 2022. Officially from Disney, we don't have any word when it will open, but it seems like late 2021 or early 2022 would make the most sense. During the Disney shareholder meeting, Bob Chapek, the CEO of Disney, did not mention anything about, I'm going to mention Tron, or the Guardians of the Galaxy Cosmic Rewind coaster, which makes me think it will not be ready in time for the 50th anniversary, and it would make sense considering the delay that they've had. I would expect it early 2022. That's my prediction at this time. Now let's consider some of the food offerings happening all around Walt Disney World for this anniversary. Now, thinking about food, I believe we're going to see a 50th anniversary burger here at Starlight Cafe and many other quick service restaurants around Walt Disney World, not just Magic Kingdom, all around. In addition, I think we're going to see special sweet treats to celebrate. I think we're probably going to see even more of those than protein-filled items. But tough to know. Either way, special food coming. Now, it's easy to say that we're going to have some special food items for the 50th anniversary of the Magic Kingdom. That being said, what exactly it will look like, that's tough to say. If you look at Valentine's Day as an example, you can actually see at Disney Springs, they did a very special Dole Whip. I think we can expect that most things that can have some special anniversary adaptation done to it will have it done. I expect special burgers, special hot dogs, cupcake, churro. I'm hoping that we see some kind of special churro, some kind of Dole Whip that's special that will last for the entire 18 months, and so on. I believe we're going to see a special food offering in some way, shape, or form at all 4 parks, and I believe that every single park is going to have something unique. So in order to try one specific item, you're going to have to go to one specific park. That's just how it's going to be. Most of the food that we experience around Walt Disney World for the 50th will likely have some gold to it in some way, probably just kind of a gold color, but it'll still be great. It'll be something to celebrate. celebrate. Merchandise is something that is difficult to predict, but I think it's easy to say it'll be covered in gold, whatever it is. One thing that I really am hoping we'll see, and I really do think we will, I mentioned it earlier, that 50th pin that we saw Mickey wearing in his new costume. I think that one or something similar will be available. Now, you may recall for the Diamond Celebration of Disneyland, they had so many amazing diamond-themed merchandise, right? From Spirit jerseys to pins to shirts, you name it, they had it. Expect that same level of merchandise throughout Walt Disney World and more. We're gonna see it for the different parks as well. Themed 50th anniversary merchandise at all 4 parks. That's what I predict. I also predict that the resale market for some of that merchandise will likely be very expensive. So if you find yourself at Walt Disney World, see something you like, please go ahead and grab it because that may be the opportunity to get it. One of the things that comes to mind for me when I think of merchandise are those very special buttons that you get for special occasions around Walt Disney World. We haven't been seeing them too much lately just because Disney's kind of working on budgets and all that. Totally understandable. But I think for the 50th anniversary, we're going to see some very special buttons handed out for at least the first few months. Not saying it's going to be handed out for the entire 18-month period, which would be great, but I'm guessing we'll see some special buttons or something else that's special that you get kind of with your ticket price at Walt Disney World during this time. I think it's easy to say that we'll also see special ways to interact with the park's Magic Bands and the new Mobile Magic or Magic Mobile service coming to Walt Disney World, something special on your remote pass. Think of it that way. So you get a very special golden ticket that you always have. Now let's head on back to Hollywood Studios and the big question that keeps coming up that I've heard from many friends. Michael, will the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Resort be open in time for the 50th anniversary? I think Disney would like it to be open. Will that happen? Tough to say. You may recall a few months ago, Disney shared some sneak peek images inside of the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser, showing that construction is still ongoing. And every time I drive by, I see them doing something to the outside of this resort. There is something going on all the time as they continue to make progress. Even though progress is being made, I don't believe this is Disney's high priority item when it comes to the 50th anniversary, simply because not that many guests can enjoy it. It's for a limited number of guests, and it's going to be extremely expensive. Doesn't mean they're not going to get it done in time, but I don't think this is their highest priority. Even though I don't think it's a high priority for them, I don't think it's like a low priority item either, because if you think about it, if they have a pricing structure at $5,000 or $8,000 for the 2-night adventure, which I know that seems high, but I think it's a possibility, especially for the 50th anniversary, I can see why they might say, okay, we're gonna get this done in time, but we're also gonna get everything else done that we want to get done. Besides those very special projections, I think it's possible, and this is just a possibility coming from my imagination, that when they open Fantasmic again, we're going to see a very special variant. Disney hasn't opened Fantasmic yet, even after several other areas have opened that kind of are easy for social distancing. If you think about that area for Rivers of Light and Animal Kingdom, that area is open for you to sit back, kind of relax during your day, just make sure you keep distant from other guests. Easy to do, right? It's an outside amphitheater. Fantasmic's amphitheater is much larger, and Disney hasn't opened it yet. There was construction done not too long ago as they drained that area, but perhaps they're getting ready for something special. Some way to enhance the show for the 50th anniversary. There haven't been any rumors about this. We haven't heard more except for the draining of the Fantasmic waterway. But if you consider what Disney is trying to do, where they're trying to bring guests from Magic Kingdom to experience the other parks, why not bring a brand new or kind of adapted nighttime show to Walt Disney World? Now, I know what I'm talking about changing Fantasmic. There are a lot of guests, including myself, who say do not get rid of the original. Not talking about that. I'm talking about just a variation, maybe a change to Mickey's outfit. Maybe he'll be driving the boat in his new 50th anniversary outfit. Maybe there'll be like one new scene celebrating the 50th anniversary. Something maybe minor, perhaps, but I do think that that is a strong possibility considering the fact that it's still closed right now. The counter thought to that is that Disney is not opening Fantasmic because of cost, right? You think about how much it costs to run a show like that at night and how many guests have to experience it and the limited capacity. Maybe it just doesn't make financial sense. That's likely, or even more likely than the idea that they're trying to update it, but it may be an opportunity for them to do something else at Hollywood Studios to enhance that experience for guests. Now let's consider Animal Kingdom, and in my opinion, this is the most difficult one to predict, simply because what could they do to make it extra special for the 50th anniversary? I believe there's a strong possibility we're going to see a new nighttime show at Animal Kingdom. I say that for two reasons. First and foremost, we don't have one, and we definitely need one. Second, not too long ago, a couple of months ago, we saw the Rivers of Light Light floats being disassembled. For some reason, maybe they're just changing them, perhaps it's a brand new show, Disney has started to disassemble those floats, meaning that the Rivers of Light that we knew before the shutdown no longer exists. If you consider the attendance of that show, it was one of the less popular activities around Walt Disney World and one of the least popular nighttime activities at Disney. Doesn't mean it wasn't a good show and that there were a lot of guests who liked it, it just means it wasn't as popular. So I think Disney was already considering what else they could do for that outdoor amphitheater at Animal Kingdom. The difficulty here is that they can't really use fireworks, and I would imagine large balls of fire on the water would still kind of, take away from the animals. They have to make sure that the animals are calm. If they see a huge fireball in the sky, I feel like it would probably disturb the animals. The thought comes to drones, but I think flying around with drones also could disturb the animals. So I think Disney's got some secrets up their sleeves that we're likely going to learn about by the 50th anniversary. That is hopeful optimism. I have heard nothing considering that we're this close to the 50th. Thinking of nighttime entertainment, will there be anything special coming to Magic Kingdom and Epcot? I think it's easy to say that we will see something special no matter what. If they can't have fireworks, they can't have fireworks, and it'll just be the projection on the castle. So that's special right there. But is it possible that Harmonious will be running by October 1st, 2021? Yes, it's possible. Considering the amazingly fast progress we've seen to Harmonious over the last few weeks, very, very quickly, all three of those barges have been out. They've been testing the water effects on the barges at night. They've been doing so much so quickly. It really feels like they're getting ready to start this show. Now, it could just be prep work, and once they're all ready to go, they'll start the fountains, and it'll just stay fountains during the 50th anniversary. It's a strong possibility. But if I was Disney and I was thinking about, okay, 50th anniversary, what can we do? Perhaps having some kind of nighttime entertainment throughout the night will enhance the experience at Epcot. Now, the reason I say it like that is because if you consider Harmonious and Illuminations, what it used to be, guests would go be shoulder to shoulder to see that show at night, right? That maybe won't work during October 1st, 2021. Again, we don't know what kind of situation we'll be in. Maybe everyone will be able to be shoulder to shoulder at that point. But if you think about it, perhaps not, right? So instead of having the full show, they get everything done, and then at night, it was like during the holidays at Magic Kingdom, right? The castle would change every 15 minutes. You didn't have to stand there, right? You could just walk for October 2021. Last but not least, I do want to talk about a nighttime parade coming to the Magic Kingdom in time for the 50th anniversary. I think it's easy to predict that before March 2020, when everything was closed down, Disney was likely planning a new nighttime parade at the Magic Kingdom. But now that all of this has happened, cards are off the table, we have no idea. And if you consider how long it's been since the last nighttime parade at the Magic Kingdom 5 years ago, it may be difficult for Disney to go back to nighttime parades quickly. It's hard to imagine that October 9th, 2016 was the last Main Street Electrical Parade, but it was magical, I miss it tremendously, and I think Disney was probably planning to say, okay, it's been 5 years, let's start a new nighttime parade. Now, I don't know, and I think that Disney would love to have a new nighttime parade. I think they even had one planned, this nighttime parade. I think it's easy to say we'll see it eventually. The issue is, it was far enough out for Disney to have not started or set to go. Considering that they used a year to do all of it, it's very possible that Disney has not even started construction on these new floats, and because of that, it is very possible, I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's very possible that we will not see a new nighttime parade at Magic Kingdom anytime soon. The big question here, how much does it cost, and is it worth that cost, right? If they have thousands of guests coming to Magic Kingdom, flooding the park, experiencing it, super long lines, do they have any motivation to put a parade into the Magic Kingdom, right? Parade's great, a lot of guests want to come and see it, but if there's no real need to have more and more guests come because so many guests are coming right now, perhaps Disney doesn't have that real need right now to make another parade. Maybe another 5 years. That's my prediction. I really wish I didn't make that prediction, honestly. I wish that I could say October 1st, 2021, but I can't. I do not believe that we're going to see a parade at Magic Kingdom anytime soon. I wish that was not the case, but that's my thinking. Disney, please surprise me on that. Let's be surprised together. Come and share a 50th anniversary parade at night, no matter what it is. I'd love it. SpectroMagic coming back would be great too. I know it's dismantled, but come on, something, surprise me. I'll be happy. No matter what though, I know it's going to be a magical experience, an anniversary none of us are going to forget. Now that's everything we know at this time and a few of my predictions about what we'll see around the parks in the future. But right now, Disney has a website already up telling us exactly what has been confirmed. So if you're looking for what's been confirmed today, check the description of this video. Click that link to Disney's website. They'll tell you everything that we know for sure. Of all of the things that we know right now confirmed happening all around Walt Disney World for the 50th anniversary, I am most looking forward to those projections all around the parks, from Epcot, Magic Kingdom, Hollywood Studios, Animal Kingdom. I am so looking forward to that. Of course, everything else too I'm excited about, but that is something I cannot wait to see. That's what we know confirmed coming to Disney for the 50th anniversary, and a few of my thoughts and predictions as well. What are your thoughts about the 50th anniversary? Do you think we're seeing more rides open at that point, like Guardians and Tron, more food, character meet and greets where you can go up and hug Mickey? Let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for being a part of the magic with me today. Until next time, have a magical day.